In order, we'll stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Norton here, Leeds here, Pruitt here, Johnson here, Van Wert here, Turk
Here.
Gardner.
Here. Approval of September minutes. If everyone's had a chance to look at them. They're in your packet.
So are you putting that with one of these for the road? Oh, right, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Minutes approved. All those in favor of September minutes as printed, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. We'll come to our first public comment. Public comment this time. Larry. Keep looking up already. Commissioner.
Well, good evening, everyone. This is very short. Jail count's fairly stable. We're staying at, it's 177, it's 183 last month. Local is down, federal numbers are up. The sheriff, the carcass reporting form is on the sheriff app. You just go to their news events, then the Midland County Sheriff's MCSO media releases, and then that is a deer carcass patrol request form that's there. So that's how you would specifically get that, report it to them, and then they'll arrange for that removal at some point. The UTV trailer has been purchased, both the UTV and the trailer, and so they'll be getting that all set to go. We are voting, we'll be finally vote next week, I believe, on the land bank. The land bank actually takes tax forfeited properties, and then try to get those back, be able to use some of the tools that land banks can to try to get the things back on the tax rolls, get them to be usable, be able to use. They're going to be cooperating with the what's it, EDC, I forget what that was called. Anyway, for the business, it's trying to get businesses going, I think it's some of the acronym, and working together to try to getting development going and getting those properties into use. The 3% wage increase was passed for the county employees and the elected officials, which was in the plan from before. The Pinecrest census is stable there at 52, 60 is the max. The county services building construction is going fine mostly. They're going to be, we'd hope before to be done before the end of the year, but because of some of the delays and some of the deliveries, they're going to be probably not finishing until sometime in January. Health department on Tuesdays are walk-ins for flu or COVID vaccines if you're interested in that. And you can schedule any vaccines and things on the other
Are they going to
days.
be at the fire department this year?
Last week they were.
Oh,
Yeah, they've got some mobile thing I think they've been going around.
You got one the end of the month too, don't you, John? I thought there was one the end of the month too.
There's another one really soon, let me check. See if Google tells me. The 23rd, a week from tomorrow. The 23rd.
In HR, if you go to the Midland County website, under the departments, human resources, they have 5 full-time positions open, 1 part-time, 1 on call, just a check. So there's still some positions, people who are looking for jobs. Mosquito control, all their seasonal workers ended September 26th. Now they'll be in just their off-season stuff, getting ready for next year. We're now this month voting on the budget for the county, so if you have, wanna see things in that, on there, under the finance page, you can see what the proposed budget is. And we will be voting on that at the end of, or early in November, I guess November 4th, I think is the date when we actually vote to approve or not, but they're gonna have a hearing next week at the board meeting, and so you're welcome to come and see that. It will be videoed, I think, I don't know if it's gonna be part of the program or after, but I believe that'll be videoed, I hope it is. So that's all I had. Any questions, issues, concerns? All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Larry.
I wonder how many people walk out after getting the vaccine.
Excuse me, approval of tonight's agenda. Any addition? All in favor of tonight's? Dwayne?
Yeah.
Oh, we could, I was just gonna put them on there, but. we
Oh,
could
okay, it doesn't matter.
Just update, just do an update for, at the beginning of the agenda. Audit. All in favor of the agenda as printed, say aye. Opposed, the same. Reports and correspondence, I included a newsletter, any of those who want. It's due Saturday, November 8th to Lori Moore. It's a newsletter deadline, so if anyone has anything for that. Did you see that, John? Corinne got a letter, or a note, a resident wants to know if in the summer of 2026, could he have a car show at the park, maybe using some of the grass and all the parking lot? Guess I don't see it. No reason not to. It's just a day.
As long as he picks the date, you know, there's
No football.
no football.
Yeah, we have to check with that. I assume it might be on a weekend, right?
Probably a Saturday or Sunday.
So if they're gonna tie up all the parking lot, and I'm assuming he means both sides of the ball field, the old one by the playground, new pavilion, both, then you're probably gonna put a note in on the calendar not to.
Check that.
Really, yeah,
Or just make sure it's not running
yeah.
prior.
Yeah, what date did he pick?
He didn't say, he just said next summer.
It's real dark.
Just comment, when Greendale, when they had sort of a festival kind of thing, township-wide event, and so they had that car show associated with that event. I don't know whether we're gonna have a day at the Homer Park like we had this summer or not, but that would be, if he was open to doing something like that, whether we did it, if we did it on a weekend or depending on when they do it, that might be another thing that would cause more people to come. On something like that. So that's what Greendale did, for your information.
Tied it into.
Let me write that down, Larry's joining the park committee.
Other than that, that's all I have. Todd?
Nothing other than my computer's up and going, and that's your don't
Is there an election?
no election coming up this week for Homer Township up in here.
Because
It's November
we're
4th.
already going
They were talking about it, but they didn't get their paperwork in.
Okay.
So, yeah, so there's nothing to vote on here, November 4th, so, yeah.
Sandy?
On Michigan class, all the paperwork's been sent in to them, they're setting everything up, and then they're gonna be transferring money. So, that's all look out, everything's in to them.
How much are we gonna transfer?
We'll probably start off with, $500,000, get each one of the accounts up and going, and then I'll probably transfer over more, just to get over everything in, because all these water districts, a lot of that money, that's all gonna go for refunds, so none of that will be available. I have some money in CDs, so that won't be available. So
Did you
we'll start off at the $500,000.
renew those two CDs?
Mhm.
Or,
Yeah, those renewed.
So how much are we gonna be talking? 2 million, 3 million, 4 million?
How much is the topping to
Yeah,
start?
because we talked about down to 4 million.
no, you can't do that.
No,
Because some of it has to.
no, you have to leave when stuff in there for writing checks and so forth operating,
Okay.
no.
Craig, John,
I'm good.
Keith,
Nothing?
Brian?
Nothing.
Okay, reconciliation of the clerk and treasurer.
Reconciled to July.
I guess what's the hold up there?
Well, the August one's done, but Todd doesn't have it, I've got it out there for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's time to do
And
it.
so then that's just the 1 month there, but it's done.
August is
Mhm.
actually September should be close to.
Well, September's what we work on this month, and I'm working on those now.
Okay. Authorization for payment of bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills as they stand.
I'll second.
Anybody have any questions or comments on them? Any public comments on them? Roll call.
Barton,
Yes.
Norton,
Yes.
Lee, yes. Pruitt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Van Wert,
Yes.
Sure.
Reports, enforcement, I mixed up, easy. Said somebody sent they signed it and everything, report over on Prairie about a lot of ramp built without a permit and a fence built, and they have like, I have no idea, and I don't know if some of that I think is non-permit.
Well, yeah,
The
but
ramp might be a handicap ramp.
Back door installed with no permit, but that's.
Sounds like a neighbor's mad at another neighbor.
But this guy's from Mount Pleasant. And dog waste thrown over the fence, and I guess yeah.
Sounds like him and a neighbor down there wrong.
It's right on Prairie. And it's just like the first or second house, it's not up to that bad one, or the neighbor that took everything out of the bad house, but it's closer to the church. But yeah, I'll just give that to Nick. There's like 3 houses.
There's a trailer house.
left-hand side.
No, it's-
It's on the south side.
Yeah, it's on the south side.
What?
Okay.
It's on the south side of the road. It's a trailer house.
Didn't
There's
look
2
like-
trailers in there and then the house with the stuff all out of it. Cause the dog kennel's across the road.
But yeah, that's just a complaint I got, so I gotta forward it on to Nick then. Zoning. Craig said that Craig would be,
I thought he was gonna be here, so I just a couple times.
yeah. Code authority.
So we had a relatively short meeting. I thought the only thing we covered was, we are making a formal request to, cloud permit to cancel our contract. There just isn't, any appetite within the organization like there was to actually implement. So as much as, a number of people have tried to implement it, it hasn't gotten done, and there's no point in paying for it when nobody's using it. So that's underway. We don't know. We have a contract in place with them for 4 years. We're 2.5 years through it. We'll have to see if we can get out of that contract. Next week will be the Code Authority meeting. Everybody's invited. 5 o'clock at the county services building, so. Yeah, I keep saying that every month, and nobody ever comes.
I think I'm gonna ask that.
Oh,
Brian?
doing your hair.
You haven't showed up, Brian?
Brian has showed up.
I've showed up once or twice.
Yeah.
I seem to have probably a target on my back if I show up there right now, so.
Oh.
I'm not really involved in it, so.
We'll keep you alive at least for a while.
Okay, parks.
Parks, I've reached out to Spicers. They obviously need to discuss it within their organization about giving us an estimate on what it would take to help revamp the current 5-year plan that sits up on the front desk for the Parks and Recreation Department. This would not be a whole new creation. It would be a revamp and revision of what's here, so we'll see what they have to say and what they're going to need to do. I did go through the whole front part of this, most of the stuff. There's not any huge amount of changes needed. And I did look into one, they got one page on demographics where they're talking about how the township compares to the county and to the state in percentages. They're looking at median age, population under 19, population over 65, percentage of rental units, median household income, those kind of things. I went looking, but apparently some of this comes off of the American Community Survey estimates. I've not seen such a complex website in my life. So, it's gonna take some very in-depth wading into it to see if I can find any numbers that might be useful. But maybe it's just something that Spicer's used to looking up and in routine, and they probably got somebody that knows how to do it and can pull it out. But I was gonna see if I could find it. So, anyway, that's what's being, worked on there in order to update that all up. All this is preparatory to getting, to being able to ask for funds from the, government. And there's a couple of different grants they have. There's 3 different pots of money. This is for 2 of them. But unfortunately, as we found out several years back when we looked into it last time, this is all pay up front, submit it, and hope to get reimbursed. So, at the time, we didn't think we wanted to do that, but it did turn out to be useful when we went to Strohsecker's. Yeah, and got a grant. So, it's probably not a bad thing to re-update, just have to, you can just push the copy out to everybody that wants it. So that's what's being worked on.
I was gonna add to the bathrooms were painted, the outside. For the,
Oh, okay.
The old bathroom.
the old bathrooms.
The old ones are painted on the
That
outside?
was done yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What are we gonna do, we can discuss that off the table, about the insides.
Maybe spring,
Next meeting?
at least covered up that.
Yeah. Okay, and then, the schedule has us down for, is that the 4th? Of November, and I'm gonna be out of state, so we're talking here, and we're gonna have the meeting moved to the following week on the 10th at 6 p.m., which is a Monday. And this will be an agenda to review all this and looking at the changes that need to be made, and if anybody's got any suggestions for what they can see. Part of that, I don't know, it's a good question to ask here, and we can talk about it between now and then individually. But a lot of this was based off of that survey we sent out. And the question would be, do you think it's, I'll get in touch with all you guys and you can tell me what you think about maybe having that survey redone. Considering what changes we've already made in the park, so now what's the next priorities? Okay, and thank you, Keith, for the link.
That it?
That's it.
Thank you. Fire department. John.
I can tell you what we do at the park. No, we can't burn it to the ground. Alright. For the month of September, we had 25 medical calls, 7 public relations, and those are football standbys either at the high school or for the youth football that was on at the high school. 6 car accidents, 4 lift assists, 3 fire alarms, 3 mutual aid calls, all to Midland Township this month. 3 unknown accidents, which a couple of those were cell phones that fell off somebody's car. Why you set your cell phone on the hood and drive away, I don't know. 2 trees in wires, 1 car fire, and 1 fire investigation, a total of 55 for the month, and 448 for the year, so. That was a busy month. I think this month we're down a little bit, so we can keep up with that. You guys got the application for a new firefighter. The flag football parking's much better. since we closed the parking lot, they stayed off the grass. And our tanker 330 had a couple of repairs after we did the maintenance on them. They found one fitting on the bottom of our water tank that was corroded and was about to dump all the water on the ground, so we had to get that fixed, and exhaust fitting. One of the elbows on the exhaust was rusted out. So that is it.
Which one's 330?
The big
Tank,
tank, water.
the big water.
The water hauler?
DNT,
That's what, how old is that now?
2001. That's the only one $1 million to replace. We'll keep putting a couple $100 a month into the valve and then keep it going.
I think Doug's got one for sale. right?
Yeah.
I got three tankers. Again, does one on a fire truck? They can sit next to each other.
Yeah. When,
Twins?
They go maintenance and roofing.
Yeah.
That's all I have, unless there's questions.
What was the big boom on 30?
You tell me.
What?
It's probably my son.
No, it was back in the trailer houses there, but you guys ready to go all out?
You guys are pretty vague. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It rattled Saturday or Sunday, it rattled half the township.
Every weekend, my boy shoots his cannon off and gravels the neighborhood.
That was back there, it rattled half of Lincoln, or Lee Township too, so I just figured it was Tanner eating a kid up on 7 Mile again.
It could be. Or a transformer going. It was pretty loud. Thank you.
thanks, John. Planning Commission, they did not be. Cemetery,
Nothing really new, just been busy, they had 4 funerals there in about a week. Have some today.
there's the branches right in front, you get this, up in front of the chapel, kind of, in the chapel, and
What they did in that.
they've been there for a little while, just noticed them driving. Susser, there's nothing there. Now we'll come to Dwayne Lyle. Is that it, last name? That's what I thought. From AHP, the auditor, you're just gonna give an update.
Yeah, normally we present the financial statements in a draft, usually at the October meeting, and we're wrapping things up. We still have a few things to reconcile and support, so we know that the numbers are pretty good. But I thought in fairness, it'd be good just to come here, give you an idea of where we're at, give you a little bit of a preview, and then we'll go over it in more detail next month. The audit's gone well. All the fund balances are positive, except for Water District number 11, and that goes way back with when that project was started. But every month every year that keeps going down, so that'll be positive soon. So that's not an area of concern. We look at the budgeted numbers, particularly with the general fund. All those look good. Their expenditures compared to this year in the general fund, of course, a lot higher because the capital outlay is quite a bit larger. But that was planned for, and that was budgeted, so no concerns there. One of the things that is required for all auditors is that we submit annually an auditing procedures report. So one of the questions on that report is whether or not bank reconciliations have been done timely. Last year, they weren't. They got a little behind last year. We were required to kind of follow up on that. That condition still exists this year. One of the things we recommended is, it's kind of hard enough to do all the clerk responsibilities and treasurer responsibilities anyway. There's a lot involved in that. But one of the things that might help with that we recommended last year, and I still would say follow up on that, is maybe set a timeline for when things can move back and forth, just to make sure that that's done timely. No issues that we've seen because of that, but it is a question that we have to respond to and submit to the state. I don't foresee that anything negative is going to come out of that, but it is something that you want to clean up. Now, on the right side, I'm aware that you're kind of looking at shifting some of the software, which I think will make that process smoother. So I think that's good to go forward with that. So I think that's, and you're not the only ones that kind of have that issue, but as auditors, it's important that we kind of mention that and maybe nudge a little bit to kind of continue on that path. But with that, if there's any questions that you have, I'm happy to answer them.
No, I think I'm good. Yeah. So,
Can you, maybe next month is a better time, but I was wondering about the water tip, 11, what's created the problem there?
Oh, yeah, I can address
been
that.
there since we started,
I know, but
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
wondering
it's
why.
just sitting,
Just
it's
set it
sitting
down.
in Water District 11, and it hasn't been, it was originally taken out of the water maintenance thing. And so,
So
when
it's
it's
just a
all
record,
done,
it's just a
it's
record
just a
keeping.
record.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I was alluding to, I was
Yeah, it's
wondering
timing,
where the
when-
issue.
when the
Move all those
project was
funds
done,
over.
Okay.
yeah, all the expenses come out of that fund, and then the assessments come in over time, so that's what's happening now, there's no new expenses, but all the assessments are being collected and so forth, so, and that's on schedule.
And this state always flags it. Where
Yes.
Todd has to send a letter saying how he's gonna correct it, it's every year.
That's one of the other questions, do you have any negative fund balances, so that always has to be answered, yes, but it's explained, and they understand that, nothing comes of that, so.
Okay,
But we stay in contact with them on that, so.
all right.
Okay.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Yep, I'll be back next month.
Safe drive.
Thank you.
Okay, now we'll come to our first agenda item, so, we need to do the solid waste assessments, and that's what we did last year at this time.
Yeah.
Last year, I know, because you don't have to report it, we had $210, I know what budget, we were awful close to that, or were we?
Oh, we raised it up, I wanna say that we raised it up to 225.
I was gonna say 230, I thought.
Yeah, we went back and forth a lot.
It was a considerable number, I don't remember off the top of my head.
It was, I believe it was one or the other, but.
Yeah, and I don't remember.
I thought it was
either.
about 20,
But I could be wrong, I've been wrong before. So,
I think we figured that break even was 225. Does that sound about right?
I think so,
And we know we wanted to at least break even.
yes.
So should we make a motion to go to 230 or 235?
I would go that high. Why? I would go that high.
you know, because we do year on it.
Right,
Yeah,
I was,
just a yearly.
I'll make a motion to go to 225 for our solid waste assessment.
Is that for the 2026 tax year? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That'll be put on,
I'll second it.
That'll be 2025, 2025, because that will go on this winter's tax bill.
Okay, so it'll be 2025.
Yeah.
Okay. I was confused in what year I'm putting for that.
Yeah, it's 2025.
Okay.
Fall.
no, more, any public comments? I know it's a lot, but it's cheaper than a lot of places too. A lot of them are up.
And honestly, they come every week.
Lee Township is at 235, and they do not have recycling.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's a bargain.
But they have a lot more money than we have.
No, they did.
They do, they still do.
Any more board discussion? Roll call.
Norton,
Yes.
Lee, yes. Pruitt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Van Wert,
Yes.
Turk,
Yes.
Barner.
Yes. The fire millage, it's 1.75.
That's the same, right?
Yeah,
We have amazing.
it's 0.75 for equipment and 1 for operating.
So I'm gonna do two different things for that, do them both on one.
Do them both on one, makes less paper.
I don't,
I
Probably
said
had to do
that.
them- probably had to do different amounts.
I think we usually do them separate.
We do them
That's,
separate.
that's fine, they put it on the tax bill as well.
Let's not go down. If you aren't ordering, go down to a half a mil.
Run away.
I did,
Where
because
we
Chris
at
called
on
me
our
the other day.
renewal of that? You know, we set it so
Oh.
that we can do so much over
That was,
what,
what, a 10 year,
15?
wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know where we're
I
at.
bet we're maybe like at 6 or 7, I'll have to check
Okay.
into that. Cause yeah,
Todd, I'll make the motion to do the 1.7 mils,
75.
75.
I'll second.
So So are we doing them together?
No.
No, we're gonna do them separate,
Which
they're
one's this?
different.
Operating, operating, yeah.
1% for operating. and
Operating.
I thought you said
1%
3, no, 1.75 is the operating.
No,
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 it's one for operating.
0.75 for equipment.
Equipment,
One
yeah.
for operating.
Oh, one.
One for
Gotcha,
operating.
one.
Yeah.
There.
For total, okay, got it.
Total's one
Total
point
1.75.
seven.
Okay, so one,
I like his idea.
one, there you go. Thank you.
John wants to keep them
Yeah,
way ahead of.
field phone call. Okay, and I need a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
So which one is this?
This is the operating
Of 1 mil.
of 1 mil.
Okay.
Yep, 2025 Hunter Township Fire operating millage, 1 mil.
And that's always come pretty close or a little under, or
Right, we're
we've taken in a little more than what the.
And there's a maximum, John, that we can do for the fire trucks or for equipment. I don't remember what the
I
maximum.
thought that was a mill, but I don't remember that for sure either.
I don't remember that for sure either. I would have to look
Yeah.
at that thing and see how long it was for and up to how much
Yeah,
we can
Oh, I
assess.
see, yeah, cause we,
Because there was a cap on that.
yeah.
yeah, and we could annually look at it and raise it or
Yes.
lower it.
Yeah.
Does the Headley stuff affect for the townships? You were at the training, I think, right? You know, at the assessor?
It
This is-
affects the township operating, but not the fire.
Not
I see.
millage.
Well, even the special mills, we did at the county level.
Yeah,
the-
it affects that, all that stuff.
But it
Special
doesn't for
mills.
fire? Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't affect this.
I see, okay.
More public comments, board comments, roll call?
Lee, yes. Pruitt.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Van Wert.
Yes.
Schur.
Yes.
Van Barner.
Yes.
Norton.
Yes.
Now it's the 0.75 for equipment.
I'll make the motion for the 0.75 for equipment.
I will second that as well.
Any questions on that?
Well, I just got a comment on that. With the prices of everything going up, the 0.75 is okay for now, but if we ever need another truck, because the tank that they wanted, it's $1 million to replace, when we just paid $450,000 for it originally, so something for this year, I think we're fine, but next year,
We need to look at that contract,
Yeah.
see how far.
because in 3 or 4 years, you're gonna have to replace the engine, because it'll be 20 years old. So-
Yeah.
And it's gonna be over $1 million too. So, something just keep in the back of your mind for next year.
Yeah, that was what, when we were doing that, that truck was 480.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's going through Congress and all that now, why the prices are so stinking high. Manufacturers saying if you want a fire truck, that's what it's gonna cost you. And equipment and hoses and everything else. So it's just said emergency services on it, they just jack it up, so. For next year. Unless you wanna do it this year, after that too.
How much of that do you think is from the yearly changes the state puts on the requirements? I mean, as soon as we get that truck, it's already out of date. It doesn't meet the current specs from the state level.
I tried listening to the congressional thing, and I don't know how you guys do it. I fell asleep and you were arguing about everything but fire trucks, so.
Yeah, other comments, roll call?
Pruitt.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Van Wert.
Yes.
Schur.
Yes.
Barner.
Yes.
Norton.
Yes.
Lee, yes.
Next are private road agreements, we have the 2 Gay Lane and Country Creek snow removal.
Snow removal.
You pretty much, from
That's very cheap.
30 for
So is
May.
this
from the road commission.
So is this for 2025, 2026?
25,
No,
yes.
26.
25.
It'll go in effect the first.
That, but what we're voting on is the amount that goes on the
On the
20,
tax.
On the tax,
2025
okay.
tax roll.
Yeah, they pretty much said so much has changed in the 3 years since we last renewed these contracts, unusually mild winters, a new accounting and payroll system for the road commission. Therefore, a change in how the crew are logging accounts receivables, GIS technology in our trucks that alert the accounting department when maintenance has been done. So I think all those have gone into effect, because 3 years ago, we'll do Galen first. It was $150, and now it's only $100 per year for, I think there's 5 parcels on there, so.
It's $100.
Yep.
I'll make the motion.
Seconded.
So yeah, it's, I think just mild winters, they just, and Gay Lane's, I mean, it's, that one especially, it's, they'd have to turn around and back up or pick their blade up and drive down the road, so it's, but I'm surprised.
It's only 3 houses long.
5.
5.
There's 5 houses on it that have the Gay Lane address, so. Roll call?
Well,
Johnson.
they're on 2 sides of the road,
Yeah.
but so it's only 3 deep
Yeah.
lengthwise.
Van Wert,
Yes.
Turk,
Yes.
Farmer,
Yes.
Norton,
Yes.
Lee, yes, Pruitt.
Yes.
Next one is
Can I ask one other quick thing before, it brings to a point, since I live right by there. Somebody installed rubber speed bumps in that road, 3 or 4 of them in a row
on Gay Lane.
on Gay Lane.
They'll probably be gone the first snow.
Yeah. Snowball, at least
The first plow,
I'm
goes
guessing.
by. I don't know how they put them in. I mean, you know, did they put big spikes in or
They
did they just
weren't put in by the county.
No,
that's
it's
not
a
road.
private road, so
They
someone
can put
would,
whatever they want in there, but.
But if they want it plowed,
yeah,
Yeah, they're missing them right out.
unless they'll either put them in the snowbank on the side of the road, or they'll just pick up the blade and, I don't know what they'll do with them, but I'm thinking they won't, I mean, if it's much snow, they won't see them, they'll probably peel them right off, most likely.
yeah, so do we wanna put a note out to the homeowners over there and say that needs taken care of, or you're gonna lose them?
Probably should. Joel doesn't live there. Oh, it was Joel Senior, but he's not really on Gay Lane.
His house is for sale.
Senior? Yep.
Yeah.
It's moving north.
I mean, I could ask, who's, had the archery shop there.
Dan.
Dan Reed. I could ask him, he might know. He might.
Put them there, and
I
if they
touch
want
base
them there
when we
next
go.
summer, then they need to remove them.
We'll just tell him that.
They can only be seasonal.
Because,
Yeah, I can let him know that.
Okay.
Joe?
I've driven over those speed bumps, they're not trivial.
No, they're pretty good.
From a liability perspective, the road commission's gonna send somebody a bill if it breaks a truck on those speed bumps.
Probably, yeah.
So, it's to their benefit to tell them, because if they don't pay it, you will.
I will, I'll reach out to them on.
That's a good point, Joe.
You're the one signing the contract.
What's that? Country Creek?
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah, 'cause 3 years ago, Country Creek was $500. I think there's 12 parcels, and it's only $200 now.
200?
I'll make the motion.
Already got it.
I got
I'll
one here.
second it.
I got
Already seconded it too.
Okay.
So 200?
It's just background.
I'm pretty sure there was 12, because, yeah, that's what 42 times 12 is like 500. I'm pretty sure that's what we, on last time, so that's,
Okay. So $200 divided up on the 12 parcels, okay.
yeah, so it's gonna be pretty cheap for them.
Oh, 50
Yeah,
bucks?
it is.
Yes.
Any more board discussion and public comments? Roll call?
Van Wert,
Yes.
Turk,
Yes.
Varner,
Yes.
Norton,
Yes.
Lee, yes, Pruitt,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Agenda item number 4 is the BSNA order form. This is what Todd's working on. I'll let him explain all about this, but he has to, his fund balance is no obsolete next year.
Yeah,
End of
at the end of
26.
26, it'll be obsolete, and I'm gonna need to get something in place before that, and I was told, well, BSNA is about the only ones around. And anyways, it takes 7 to 9 months for them to download that, so I need to get in line quick, because they've already filled
Oh,
up
yeah.
time slots
Yeah.
for it to be
Imagine
ready
if
for
there are
when
a
they're
lot of
done.
places that are in the same condition.
It's not cheap at all, it's way more than the other. It's what, 34,720,
720.
and that's for the service agreement and the, software.
Is that a
I
yearly
think-
cost?
And I think after that, I think each year the service agreement's gonna be around $7,000 or $8,000.
I think I give everybody the last 2 pages, so I think it's 7280 is the annual cost.
Yeah,
of that.
well, yeah, for right now, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it'll go up.
no, yeah. So it is quite a bit more money. It's a nice system. I did a show thing with it. It shows you how it works and shows you what it does. So anyways, I'm gonna make a motion to approve the BSNA software proposal.
You don't have to pay this right now yet, right? Or-
Yeah, oh, I gotta sign it right away,
Yeah.
and get it into them, and then once we get scheduled and get going, I don't think I'll have to pay it, I don't know when, probably, maybe a little, I don't know when that's gonna have to happen. I wouldn't think until I get ready to download it.
It's started,
I don't know.
who knows?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does that quote include training classes?
It does for
2 days.
2 days, and then you can have one, but they charge for it.
Yeah, they have guidelines on car rental and $70 per day for meals, 70 cents round trip, drive distance.
2 days should be plenty, because, it's real similar to what I have, it's just different, you know, instead of click this, you'll be clicking this, and this. And it looks similar, the number system's all the same, all that type of stuff. Still have the 3 programs. I mean, I'm sure I'll have questions, which is free, they'll just call them up and they'll answer that, but yeah.
But I know once he gets that, because Sandra's already on it, she'll be able to just go over and get like the cash
She'll be able to
receipts.
pull my information off of my stuff and
Just
be
Yeah,
able to
eventually, we
set up
should
code.
be
then you
able,
can just do the balance.
eventually we'll be able to do the banking and it can go right
Yeah.
online, and I won't
Yeah.
have a separate system, and then you have to balance it with yours, we'll all do it right in BSNA.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's what they said.
That'll make it.
But they, yeah,
Yes, it will.
So where's this clinic at, Todd? Where you gotta go?
what's that?
Where do you take this seminar? Where
I'm
you-
sure it's probably online. I don't know that.
Miami? Okay. In January.
Where'd you say they were from? It's from down
They're from Michigan here somewhere.
Yeah, they are.
Someplace
Lansing.
to do that or something.
Yeah.
Per day varies by state. I'll make the second on Todd's deal.
Yeah, it has a breakdown of the professional fees here, Joe, on what they charge for. Yeah, it's basically the trainings, $1,100 a day is what they
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah, the wage,
Huge
food,
hit to our
everything.
budget.
What's that?
I said, this is a huge hit to our budget.
Yeah,
No, $1,100 a day is 7. Training's 33 and 44.
Mm-hmm. That's days 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another $7,700. It's a good thing we got a good guy that's trained halfway decent. We can cut
Can you
them down.
notice that?
yeah, I'll have to fill that out.
Sorry, that little spot there, so. Any more word discussion in public comment? Yes, Larry?
Was there a new, what's the new software that's gonna be, isn't, they, at that equalization training? Remember they talked about some new some software coming, does that have to do with this?
No, that's totally different than me, that's equalization, that's assessing.
Okay,
Yeah, this is for accounts payable, payroll, general ledger.
okay.
Yeah, it's kinda bad, they get you coming and going, you know?
Roll call?
Church,
Yes.
Varner,
Yes.
Norton,
Yes.
Lee, yes, Pruitt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Van Wert.
Yes.
Agenda item number 5, John has a new firefighter, I don't know where that.
You bring paperwork, John? Russ
It's
lost
right
it.
here. No, I didn't. I was passing it around the board just
He's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
His name's Cameron White, he lives over on Glen Street, just
Yeah,
over here. Young kid, is he?
what's that?
Young?
20, he's born in 01. So 24.
24-ish.
Young, good, scrappy, healthy kid. Just what we need. Somebody that's young, scrappy, and healthy.
Does he have any training or no?
Nope,
Okay, so,
driver's license.
It's a plus.
That's a bonus.
That's, yeah, we got him signed up for the fire academy starting in December, so we'll go through that first and then do the medical stuff next summer.
Do the firemen have to have CDLs for the fire truck, John?
Nope.
Okay.
No,
Just a valid driver's license.
it's the valid driver's license.
How young can they be?
18. You 18?
Not anymore.
I'd vouch for you.
He's 18 and multiples.
Yeah.
That's
you know.
right.
I'll make the motion for Cameron White, new firefighter,
Dustin.
via the background check.
he's anxious to,
For a war and peace then.
anxious to be a fighter, seems like it,
Yeah, he's a good kid.
pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
Give you the number if you want, Keith.
Is that, oh, go ahead.
Is there any more board discussion? Public comments on them? Roll call?
Varner,
Yes.
Norton,
Yes.
Lee, yes, Pruitt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Van Wert,
Yes.
Church.
Yes.
Agenda item number 6 is the Freedom of Information Coordinator. I missed out last month, I was supposed to do this and didn't. Been talking with MTA, this is their little policy. But I found out, talking to them, that it is, whoever we have, we need to figure out a wage.
50,000 a year.
Or
Use it with-
the Freedom FIOA person.
FOIA.
FIOA.
What?
FOIA.
FOIA. Thank you. Cause like they said, if the clerk does it, it's not their statutory duty. So we need to come up with a wage or, if you do it per request, I mean, just, that might not work either because, if they came up with some huge FOIA request where, they takes you hours or days to find stuff. But I don't know if we want to at least approve just to have them, and then we can come up with the wage. They said they talked with the attorney, but he hasn't responded back to me yet. And, I just checked around to see what other townships, because I have no idea how you would pay a.
I think, it hasn't been that long since we did this, for code authority. And, it was much easier for us because it was the office had its wage. And so I think it was, that's $21 an hour, I think.
You just bill it out as
Right.
that.
So, I would pick something around that and go with it. Realistically, unless it takes a massive amount of time, it's not really gonna cost the person that much money.
No, but I don't know if that's something we wanna look into a little bit to see what a wage is, or just throw out like a,
It's up to you.
Or you can get a volunteer off the board.
Yeah, 'cause it's not, I mean, I don't- Todd's been acting as like, so far as that person. I don't know, I mean, lately it hasn't been too bad.
Yeah, not really a lot.
But still,
We can talk about that later.
On a table.
Pass
no, we could just
resolution.
pass this is the resolution, you can put that in, I mean, it's just.
You gotta pick the person.
Yeah, so is Todd the person?
You just
Do
go,
we have to
you gotta,
do this first and then approve the person? Oh, it designates.
It
yeah,
designates who it
designates
is.
the person.
I mean, right there.
So you would get paid a separate wage over and above your clerk wages for it?
If that's what we come up with.
Yeah, if I'm the one doing it, yeah,
Yeah.
or whoever
Okay.
is on the board, or whoever gets them doing it, whoever, can be anybody.
Like she said, either
Yeah.
do it or not, or,
Or it can be changed at any time?
So I would imagine, looking at this, we would do it as a township job position and not a person. So we would say the clerk, instead of saying Todd.
Okay.
right here, it doesn't, it's a clerk, township clerk,
Right,
yeah.
but in the actual motion, we would designate the clerk as the position
Yeah.
instead of a
Designate
Yeah.
clerk.
that way,
Yeah,
it handles it from the ground.
okay. Okay.
But here it says pick or insert the name of the township board member who has agreed.
Wow, it just says name clerk.
I see, or identify
Township
the
clerk.
township
Yeah.
job position, okay. So that's what we're gonna do, is designate the clerk.
Is it worth considering to put in somebody as a primary and somebody as a backup, with primary as busy or unavailable?
Well,
Like you can
The
fishing?
law only allows you to assign a coordinator.
yeah.
A coordinator.
They may have
Yeah.
assistants, but you can only have
Most of
a
the-
coordinator designated.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the
The
stuff
clerk and your
anyway,
deputy clerk would.
I don't think you need one
No.
period anyway, because first off, you got 5 days, I think, to respond. If you
Yeah.
need more time, you just gotta respond, that you need more time.
And that gives you
Yeah.
10 more days.
Yeah, and then, after that, you're designating it to whoever the FOIA is really designated to. You know, some of it's my stuff, some might be Sandy, some might be Russ, some might be whatever, you know, John or Brian
And
or
then-
whoever.
What she said, Rita said too, it's, you know, like, are you your deputy could
Right.
just
Yeah,
look it up too, you know, without, you can only have one.
Yeah, the coordinator is just the point person.
yeah,
That's the contact person.
right. You wanna move? Okay.
I'll second Todd.
Any more public comments, roll call?
Norton?
Yes.
Lee, Pruitt?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Van Wert?
Yes.
Church?
Yes.
Varner?
Yes. Agenda item number 7, Todd's had 3 or 4 people call about food trucks at the park, whether to allow them or not, especially like during those events, just to draw more people, John. I thought we could put them at the fire department, but they.
Yeah.
Parking.
You know what?
Since there are cars in there, they'd have plenty of
Yeah.
room.
Hot
As
dogs.
long as John got free food, right?
Yeah, as long as fire department is good. And I mean, it's our park, but I did reach out to Vince and he thinks it would be a great idea.
Yeah, I think it'd be
I think
a
it
great
would
idea
too,
for
if somebody,
all of those activities that go on.
but
We've been letting them do food trucks on there, that the understanding's been out there. The only stipulation I ever, and it was only verbally, was that we didn't want anybody in there that did not have a county
Sure.
health permit.
licenses.
Yeah, they gotta,
That
what,
had to
state
be
license?
in place.
I think just the health department.
Yeah, they get licensed and they get licensed.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
so basically, that's the biggest thing, just make sure they're licensed,
They're not.
they pass it.
Yeah, I don't have any problem, I think it was a great idea.
I don't either, I just wanna make sure we are all on the same page, and we have,
I'll tell you, when you got kids at those functions, having somebody who can feed you there too is a big plus.
yeah.
The what?
When you have kids at functions like that, being able to have somebody that can feed you while you're there, you know,
Besides-
for hours and hours and
Or you give them
hours.
$2 and that
Yeah.
shuts them off.
Besides just the ice cream truck that's.
Yeah.
Oh, heck no.
Yeah.
There's a spot for that type of.
Yeah. approve
I don't
on
think
that, but I
we-
just wanted to discuss it, and
Yeah.
so we all cover the things, so
So
that's.
public has any comments or?
I do, actually. I'm Melissa Cholgish, I'm a 20-year resident of Homer Township, and I'm one of the food trucks that reached out. I was telling Larry, I have 2 boys in high school who have very big dreams of U of M and doctorate degrees and whatnot. And I work at Bullet Creek Schools, and I don't run a wage that would get me to sending 2 boys to U of M. So they're doing this venture with me. We have a little truck called my Pop Lab. My husband Russell is really into Dr. Pepper. So he says, don't mess with my Dr. Pepper. But we like to anyway. So I want to thank you for that. I wanted to go about this the right way and make sure that it was good with township residents to do this type of thing. As you mentioned, there is substantial stuff with Midland County in order to get one of these special transitory food units up and going. But I also want to highlight that there's those of us in the local area that would like access, and because some of these trucks come from long ways away. So just want to put it out there that, hey, there's a local Homer Township resident that's got one of them. So thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
The food trucks at 6 Mile Corner there.
Alas, for a short time we did, yeah.
Yeah,
And that was good, the lady that had the burgers there was good.
just during COVID, right?
Yeah, it was as long as he was, had the interest in doing it.
Yeah.
Any other place to go.
Yeah, no one, yeah. But, yeah, so as far as, I don't know, I just,
What's the name of your?
My Pop Lab,
My
like
Pop.
Michigan, my Pop Lab.
All right.
I have a menu with me. But yeah, you have to submit, if you're gonna set up anywhere, you have to let the health department know. They ask a minimum of 4 days in advance. They're a little less, stringent on that, because things do come up.
Are the licenses, this is a dumb question, in your truck, is the license posted? Or how do I know just walking up if you have a license or not?
Well, there's a sticker that has to
Okay.
go on the back of your truck,
Okay.
and then you have to be able to produce it. A lot of people have it just posted up in their truck. But it may not be Midland County that provided you that license. It could be anywhere. But like with my truck in particular, it's a special transitory unit, so I can go anywhere in the state of Michigan, but I'm not gonna.
Right.
I'm gonna be stay here fairly local, but yeah, you have to be. MDART is actually who gives you your approval, and then you have to go through your local
I was just
health
curious
department
if,
for a permit.
somebody tell me, yeah, I got one, and then,
Yeah.
how do I know?
Show me, yeah, but Midland County gives you a sticker to put on the back of your truck.
Thank you.
Is there also a fire? No.
Yes, there's a fire inspection as
Fire
well, that you have to
inspection.
go through the county or city.
Oh, yeah, and the only other thing I'm gonna say is they don't get to dump the grease. That, anybody that's cooking things, you got pop, so that's different.
And that's part of your, MDART requirements, you're not allowed to just dump it.
Dump grease, okay, good to know.
yeah, that's all we,
Yeah, that was our only thing, so.
The only other thing I would say would be too, Craig pointed out to me, it's just a reiteration of the rule that's already existing about no alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't think, we're not doing the downtown.
Yeah, we're
Pop.
not into
The
football
spike pop
practice
truck.
with it.
I wonder why she has
Spike-
such a long line,
yes.
eh? No kids, all parents out there.
It'd be the happiest football game.
Yeah, for sure.
Slurring
Looking
their
forward to
words.
overtime.
We're not Main Street for 2 bucks.
okay, so we can just agree to use those.
Yeah.
Agenda item number 8, we talked about the, whether about refund, with the picnic, township picnic, where, we budgeted 2,000, and their expenses ended up at 3,000. If we wanted to do MTA, we could do a budget amendment on that if the board felt that we should do that.
I think we should.
Rather,
MTA says that we could support something like this.
yep,
It was legal for us to
Yes.
support.
and that's what they're the ones that suggested we could do it as a budget amendment instead of just.
I'll make a budget amendment motion for $1,000. Will that cover it?
That's the request.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, instead of just writing it, but they suggested though too that budget amendments should be done monthly, just to keep up, because otherwise, if you don't do the budget amendments, then it's a whole other can of worms on trying to, if you're over budget on something.
Right. And we can, I mean, I can do them every month. I don't care, that was just, like I said, Dwayne told me I only had.
I should ask
them.
him when he's here, but it might be
Well,
a question
actually,
next.
year, but it doesn't matter, I can do it once a month, I don't care.
That'll be we could
Whatever you
ask
guys
him
decide.
next month.
Yeah.
He's gonna be here and just
Just wait to decide on that.
what's the best way to handle these, but right now, I mean, we could do this as a budget amendment to that, line item that we had for the parks.
Okay.
And if the board so chooses, that's what we could do.
Yeah, first, I need a second.
I'll support it.
Okay.
So I don't know, more board discussion or anything. In the future, we'll just come up with a budget number and then have a budget, proposal, just brought forward and go from there.
I think it was just a lot of, they were here in the first meeting when we talked about it, they weren't here in the second meeting, and nothing got transferred over.
Yeah.
So the communication issues, what it had come down to.
Yeah, as far as being a great idea.
And my only comment is, in planning this event, we can't wait until it's approved in a June budget to hold an event 3 weeks later. Everything has to be planned, paid for, and expensed at that point. So it's something that we need to know where the township is going into next year. We can't wait until May, because if we get to May and all of a sudden people
Everything's
go,
filled up.
nope, we don't want to do it, and we've already outlaid the money and gotten people to participate, then it's going to be back on us again.
So what kind of,
So it's just something that, whether it's through Parks and Rec or how we set it up, that it becomes something as part of it without it waiting until last minute, since it happens immediately into the next budget year.
so yeah,
So we talk at a January or February meeting, or
Yeah, we would
if we
need
don't,
to,
we're not doing budget till June, you know,
Well, we do our budget meetings in May,
right?
and certainly can be one of the first things that we do in our budget meetings.
or we can talk.
We can have an
Too
update
late.
conversation in January or February about it, so.
Trying to see where it's going.
You thinking that's too late?
May
for
is.
May,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You-
Yeah, I mean, we've got to line up postcards, we've got to get food stuff prepped, and there's a lot of details. And as we said,
And some of them-
we don't charge anything for all the hundreds of hours we put into it. This is actual out-of-pocket cost for the event only. So, again, it works out to less.
What's in the budget, our current budget that we're working on?
2000.
Or it's just,
2,000?
it's under, in the parks, right?
Yeah, that's the number,
So,
probably, yeah.
in order for
Park
it-
promotion or something like that.
In order for it to, for her to have her money, in time for next year, do we need to adjust the budget by more than 1,000 for the very first time? So that it
We
would
can do
always
that later
fall
after we
in-
talk about it, too, we don't have to do that tonight,
No, you wouldn't,
but yeah.
but you could adjust the
Yeah, we
budget.
could
again.
adjust, yes,
Do a
And
budget
then-
amendment,
yeah,
Yeah, and then you would be
January.
going,
right,
once you go forward, you could get it into
right.
the budget before.
we just got.
Well,
Except the expenses are gonna
yeah,
come
it's
in the next
gonna be for
budget
the
year.
2020, it's gonna be for the 25,
Well, I thought you
26
said
year.
part of it had to be paid before July 1st.
No,
We need to know,
They
just
we,
need to
we
know.
make all the payments,
Just
and
to
we
buy them
just,
afterwards.
we
To
just
buy
get a
them.
reimbursement after, so the
But
reimbursement
yeah,
always
so
appears in the
definitely
next
be in
tax.
next year's budget,
Be
so,
26,
but they're gonna need to know how much,
Okay.
we're gonna have to come up
I
with a
thought we
number.
needed to expense out before the next budget started.
Right.
no, we just
Well,
have to say.
we're paying out of pocket,
No.
but it doesn't hit back here until the
Just
next
kind of,
summer.
they'd like to know if it looks like
Right.
we would support it.
Right.
So back to the budget amendment, I guess, roll call.
Lee, yes. Pruitt.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
And Work.
Yes.
Turk.
Yes.
Varner.
Yes.
Norton.
Yes.
Okay, that's the end of the agenda items. Is there a second public comment? I just wanted to ask. What about water refunds? How are, we talked,
I'm having to go, I've been working with BSNA, I'm getting the water refunds going. Seems to me we had some kind of report on Water District One, but people I've been talking to at PS and they checked with others, there's not. So I have to individually go through 700 parcels and hand check them
For what?
to match up the numbers with the tax roll.
In like 3 and
Because
4?
parcel numbers change with combinations and with splits, they change. So you have to match up all those numbers.
Yeah, cause they're
I
not,
could've
some of the ones
swore-
that split don't get the money.
Right.
It's only the original.
Yeah, but the original parcel split, so.
That's what I'm saying, that they don't get, each of them don't get the same amount of money.
No, but she has to,
Yeah.
the
she needs to
original
know which
parcel
one-
number.
Yeah.
She
You
has
know
to
which
know
one the
which.
assessment went with,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what
And
I'm,
I
yeah.
just
Right.
positive, but it's been so many years since one, that there was a report that came out with that, but they've talked to a couple people and
You
they
can't
don't
even
know
find out,
anything.
like on,
No,
on
there's
2 or
nothing that
3?
matches those two systems together. I just don't understand that because I could have swore it did, but they said the only thing lacking is I have to individually check them all. And there's 700 of them, lacking like 3 or 4, so.
and that's on all those, 3 and 4. And
Yep, all of them.
are you doing 8 and 10 now, too?
No, just doing those first 3, 4,
5,
and
or
7, or
There's
3,
4 of them.
4, 6, and 7.
Doesn't Michigan law require that that be reimbursed on the next water bill once it's paid off?
tax bill?
Tax bill, yeah.
Well, we just paid off the payment on 10. We just paid that off, so the next tax bill actually won't be.
It's
We
winter.
just paid the,
Yeah.
we just paid.
But why not?
Is that
8
8
and
and
10
10?
and just be done?
Is that 8 and 10
Yes.
that we just did? That we just paid?
That we just paid.
Yeah.
Yes, 8 and 10.
If you had time, why wouldn't you just be done with them all and just do it all at one
It
time?
shouldn't be, 10 shouldn't be because there's hardly any of those.
But
I mean, I could,
or at least
I
check
could
and
look at
see.
it, but right now, I gotta get through the other ones, which is 700 parcels, and so that's my priority to get those on.
So what do you go through and,
I have
Where
to
the
manually
districts
check
are.
them against the tax roll.
is it something you need help with? Or could,
There's really not anybody else can do it with, it's just a matter of me setting. I went through 50, 75 of them today, but
and some of them gotta be pretty quick though, just, you still have to look at it, but then it's like.
still
that,
have to
it's
look
in
at it, yep, yep. And then the other ones, the split and so forth, I'll
And
go down
condos would
to
be-
Chris, and then I'll go down there with him and see what I need to do for those few parcels that'll be the exception.
And they wouldn't, the county wouldn't have record of what they assessed, like, on the taxes? For the assessment, like if water's 3 or 2 or 3 or, shouldn't they have a record of which parcels got those?
Yeah, but when you're refunding them, you're refunding it to the current parcels, and sometimes there's splits or combinations.
Okay, those you have to go through.
Yeah, so you have to go through all of them to check to make sure that what was assessed, that parcel number matches the tax roll.
The original tax roll.
Not the original, the current tax roll. You're refunding the money on the property taxes.
Right,
So you have to match those.
but the original assessment roll is who gets it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you're,
Because it's on the property, yes,
Yes.
But they
yes.
could have a different property.
right.
Yes.
There's not a lot, but yeah.
It's not a lot, but you
Yeah.
gotta go through and check them all to, but I worked with them and they can't come up with a report that will do that.
So which ones are actually being refunded then? 3, 4, 6, and 7?
4, 6, and 7. At least those 4.
Larry?
I think there was some questions about what percent on Michigan, what we might consider a Michigan class. I happen to have the report from Lee Township. They have, in and around $3 million total, and it's around 60% of that is in Michigan class, another 17% or so is in other different higher yield savings accounts and stuff, so they can turn around when they need to and such. So total around that 75%, 77.
This is just the initial setup,
Yep.
and then we'll go through the accounts and we'll decide.
But that starts giving you an idea. We should be able to put quite a bit in there, which will make, they generated this last month $6,000 in interest is what they earned for what they have in there. So that's
You don't know when it'll start?
As soon as they get it set up,
Okay.
yes.
So I don't think it takes that long.
No, that's pretty quick.
When she said
I
that,
would imagine it'll be this week that they'll have everything ready to transfer.
Is this something that's gonna require board approval every time you wanna do it, or is it
No.
the board is set up to let her do as much? Cause I mean, that's what I was looking at looking at the way money comes and goes, there should easily be 2.5 to 3 million that can sit over there collecting interest rather than sitting, making little to none over here, since it's available immediately when you need it, so. It just seems to optimize the interest since we've gotten so little for so long, so. Just my opinion.
any other public comments? No, thanks.